This has got the makings of being the shortest FM Save Challenge series on YouTube ever. This is the 5th episode, and this episode could mean the end of the series. The question is, will it? Hello, welcome along to episode 5 of From the Bottom to the Top. To the top? Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see in this episode. Since you were last with us, you were with us for the game against Gloucester City, and we drew 1-1. Then we played top of the table Darlington and lost 2-1. Only managing to get a goal through an own goal from one of their players, obviously. And then we managed to pull ourselves back from a 1-goal deficit to win 3-1 against Chester. Another hat-trick from George Danaher too, in about 5 games that he's managed to do. And that's the first win in 4 games for us, and literally puts us on the precipice of this, which is why we've come back. We were in the last episode not too sure where we were going to come back for the final episode of this season, with Boston, Kings Lynn and Hereford, the 3 games that we've got coming up. But as it is, this game is a make or break game, so we figured that this was probably the best game to come back into against Boston, and then see how we get on. We then may play Kings Lynn on a video, or if it comes down to the last game against Hereford, then it's possible that we may well show the last game against Hereford. As it currently stands, you'll see from the table here, Bradford Park Avenue, we are on 34 points, 3 points clear of Curzon Ashton, and some goal difference, thankfully. And then Brackley Town also on 31 points and quite a lot of goal difference. And Guiseley are there on 28. I think we're safe from them. So it's just Curzon Ashton and Brackley Town are the 2 teams that really could catch us at this stage. If we could win this game, then it's 3 points and goal difference going into the last 2 games, which obviously could be a lot. Or if we can win this game and Curzon Ashton and Brackley Town both lose, then obviously that gap is going to be 6 points, and we're pretty much done. So as I said, this is really pretty much a make or break game for us. So let's go to the match preview and have a look and see what is coming up. Boston versus Bradford Park Avenue. That's the game that we've got coming up next, and we'll go straight to that. And here is the team selection for this game. We have had a couple of transfers. Very remiss of me to bring you up to date, actually, because we have been in the transfer market whilst you've not been with us. So let's have a quick look. You will see that we've brought in Lewis Gray on a free transfer. He is a goalkeeper. He has taken over from Spice just at the moment because we were having that dodgy run, and he's been on trial with us and been doing extremely well. So we've brought him in as backup, initially backup, but I think he may take over from Spice. And Jay Sheridan as Mapofu was on international duty. We brought Jay Sheridan in. He is a left back from Chesterfield. And we brought him in just for the final few games of the season, just to give us a little bit of extra backup in the left-hand defence position. You will also have seen from that previous screen, if I go back across to here, we have also made an offer and agreed a deal with Ronaldo Pearson. He was on trial with us and has been scoring merrily in the under 18s. If I can switch to the under 18s, you will see here he's got a rating, an average rating of 8.97 off 11 games. He scored 19 goals and made 7 assists. Now, whether he can turn that into that sort of form when it comes to the full squad, time will tell on that one, but we'll see. So that's the transfer activity that we've had whilst you've been away. Back to the team today. That all came about because of Lewis Gray, who is in goal. Mapufu is the left-sided fullback. Zinkunu, Asia Kunu, let's try and get this right, in defence. Priestley alongside him. Webb as the right-sided fullback. And then we have Marriott in defensive midfielder, Hurst on the left side of midfield, Collins central midfield, and Hall on the right side. Danaher and Morris up front. And then our bench is Spice, Lund, Klee, Knight, and Chakwana. What I have discovered is when Chakwana starts, Danaher doesn't seem to have much of a game, but with Morris it's almost like the defence, the opposing defence, look after James Morris and then give Danaher a bit of space. So that's what we're going with today in this make or break match that we have here. So that's the team that's going to take us into this game. Before we discover who we're going to play next on this video. So we're underdogs here, and that suits us down to the ground. Let's go out and cause an upset. Good luck, lads. Go out there and pull off an upset. I'm expecting a win today. I know you will be keen to avenge what happened to Boston play. Don't go out there and express yourselves. Go out there and carry on straight on from where you finished the last match. I think that's probably as good as a team talk. Pick up where you are. A couple of the players, Alex Hurst and I think it's Michael Collins, have both reacted quite well to that. So let's see what we can do against Boston United. Boston currently 8th in the league, and we've scored after 2 minutes. Billy Priestley there, getting on the end of a stab from Yerzuknu. And that might be a little bit too early. We're not really the position we wanted to be in right now, but all the same. So Boston on the attack now. Hurst is going to run for this. He's got the pace up the outside. Hurst running free. Is he going to take a shot on his own? He is, and missed the far post. I could see where he was going with that. And we've moved up into 18th position as it currently stands, with Alfreton Town below us. They're appealing for a penalty, and I think they may well have got it. They have got a penalty, which this could mean we're back to 1-1. And indeed it is 1-1. I'm not quite sure who gave away the penalty, but yikes. So for a brief moment up to 18th, now drop down to 19th again. And I think with 15 minutes to go, time to show a bit of passion. And a goal. That was a goal from Michael Collins. And I'm not going to do the show some passion, because I think that was absolutely fantastic. Let's see that again. Michael Collins curled it into the top corner. Absolutely perfect. 2-1 to Bradford. Grazed the top of the crossbar on that one. It's great to Priestley. Priestley across to Azankinu. Marriott back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper lobs it forward. Hurst with the header, but not to anybody in particular, and Boston take possession. Priestley mopping up there. Danaher to Morris. Morris now on the attack. He gets tackled, but it's come back as Zanku. Hurst back to Mapufu, who Mapufu in again. Danaher hits the post, I think. Yes, he hit the post. And Boston on the attack, on the counter. We need to defend here, guys. I'm not quite sure who that was kicked that out, but it was a perfectly executed clearance. Brian Hall picking up a yellow card right on half time. So first half's go. We've got the possession. We've had the shots. We've had the shots on target. Haven't quite made as much of it as we can, and our closest rivals, Curzon Ashton, are actually winning, albeit they're down to 10 men. They're winning against Alfreton Town 1-0. And I can't remember who was above us right away. But lucky, I think it was Brackley, and they're 0-0 against Hereford at the moment. So far so good. I'm going to assertively say you play well so far, but still room for improvement. We've got guard complacency. Yep, I think that's the one. No, come away from that. I think I might have saved that because I wanted to assertively tell Ryan Hall not to get wound up in the second half. We could do without any sendings off, and highlight from kickoff, which is always a bit of a worry. Boston have possession, cut out by Joshua Webb. Hall forward to Morris, and the goalkeeper saves, but Danaher is going to run out for it. Danaher, bit of fancy footwork there, crosses in, but only as far as the goalkeeper. We have actually talked contracts with Joshua Webb for the coming season, and they've equalised, but it's been disallowed. Rollins the scorer. It's disallowed for offside. We'll have a look at this again. There we are. Most of their team offside there, thankfully. So we survive again. Marriott picks up a yellow card. A corner. Collins to Danaher. Or was it Priestley? Sorry, it was Billy Priestley who got his head to that. And he is quite efficient at doing those. Cross in, and Priestley tucks it away. Bradford 3, Boston 1. We are 1 foot towards today's task. Michael Collins picks up a yellow card as well. Boston now with possession, but cut out by Collins. Collins to Morris. Morris on attack, and yet to score. He seems to have difficulty in putting them away. And it's Collins to take the corner. Collins in again. Danaher now picks it up on the edge of the area. To Marriott. Marriott to Collins. Collins crosses for Hurst. Oh, and the goalkeeper. That was going in without any shadow of doubt. And at 4-1, I think it was job done. Collins again crosses in. Hall, sorry. To Marriott. Marriott to Akinyu. and the highlight disappears. They have a free kick, which I think was always going wide, or was it a save? I think it was actually a save by Gray. Headed clear by Marriott from the corner. They still attack, but the highlight dies, and 70 minutes in, we're going to just watch this highlight and then we'll have a look at substitutions. Morris finally gets his goal of the season, an assist by Michael Collins, and he managed to tuck that one away quite nicely. We'll see the highlight of that. Marriott to Collins, Collins to Hurst, Hurst back to Collins, Collins puts it on a plate for Morris, and all he has to do is tuck it away. Bradford 4, Boston 1, and I won't say we're cruising, but we are in an extremely good position. All players playing extremely well. Alex Hurst on a 6.8 and then 6.9s for Lewis Gray as well. So Alex Hurst is tiring, so I think what we'll do is bring Nicky Clee on for Alex Hurst. And at the moment I can't really see anybody else there who's that tired. What we are going to do is we're going to drop to a more positive, because they have to get 3 goals in order for us to lose out here, and we will have a look at the table as soon as we get another highlight and see how we're doing. Sorry. So Nicky Clee on for Alex Hurst. And no more highlights at the minute. 85 minutes, 86 minutes gone. We're going to drop back to a balanced mentality. Right, let's have a quick look at the table while we have the opportunity. So we're on 37 points, 18th. Alfreton Town also on 37 points in 19th, and Cursden Ashton on 34 points, just 3 points behind us, in 20th. Cursden Ashton are beating Alfreton as it currently stands. If Alfreton could get an equaliser, then that would make it extremely interesting. I think as Alfreton Town actually get that, it may not all be sorted out in this particular game, which takes us through to the next Boston. Okay, so let's continue with play. Boston with the throw-in. Only as far as Hall, Ryan Hall. Webb. Quite an acrobatic kick. Hall to Morris. Morris now, has he got smell for goal? Nearly. Just misses the far upright. Four minutes of added time, and Boston have the highlight. Crossing in, Joshua Webb just getting a bit of head to that. Nearly gave a goal away there, but Gray was good to it, and he's played extremely well again today, having come in for Spice, and not that time. And it's an own goal as a Cunyu. It's come off, and I think it's Mabufu who didn't put the tackle in, and it's come off of Zekinyu 4-2, and I think that is that, and we will see how that leaves us. It was really special, lads. People have written us off today and you've proved them all wrong. Well done, great result. I think that's the team talk we wanted. So let's have a look and see how we are. So that's pretty much how it finished. Kirsten Ashton beating Alfreton Town to set up this situation. 3 points clear of Kirsten Ashton, and we are on the same points as Alfreton Town, but with quite a substantial goal difference in there. Let's have a look at the overview, and then if we look at the games coming up. So we're playing Kings Lynn. Kings Lynn currently are 12th. Curzon Ashton play Telford. Telford are 3rd, and Alfreton Town play Spennymoor, who are 5th. So we've got the better options there. Still need to win that game against Kings Lynn. So with it all to play for, I think we're going to actually have the Kings Lynn game, and then if we haven't sorted it out, if it's not absolutely totally clear by the end of this the next game, then what we will be doing is we will be coming back with the last game and then the end of season roundup in the next episode. So Chester have secured a playoff spot. Quality possession provides the victory, and Priestley is on form. We're going to give him a pat on the head. Good for him. And I think that will take us through to our next game, which is going to be against Kings Lynn. So stand by for that game. And as you'll see from this screen, before we go into the game against Kings Lynn, that Joshua Webb has signed a new contract and will be with us until June 2021, and that has got a round of applause, I think, from the fans as well as the board. So this is today's matches, and it's the penultimate round of the league. It's Bradford playing Kings Lynn, and then our nearest rivals Curzon Ashton are playing Telford. Guiseley have been relegated. They're playing by Blythe Spartans, so that's an immaterial game. Spennymoor play Alfreton Town, and we are looking for Brackley, but I can't see them. Maybe they're playing tomorrow, are they? Yep, Brackley Town are playing. Oh, in fact, they're playing on Tuesday against Boston. And then the games coming up, Brackley will play again on Saturday, as do Curzon Ashton. So we will know what we need to do against Hereford when we play them on Tuesday the 28th. So it's getting very interesting to see what's what. Aston Villa are playing Liverpool in the semi-final of the FA Cup. Boston playing Aldershot in the Builder-Based Trophy semi-final first leg, and Sutton against Altrincham. So slight favourites for this. As you can see, Kings Lynn, I think we said were 12th. They are 12th in the division. So this is the side that we have picked. It's no changes really from the previous game. Gray in goal, Mapufu in left back, Zankanu central defence, Priestley alongside him, then Webb, Marriott in defence, Hurst as a left-sided winger, a central midfield of Michael Collins, Ryan Hall on the right hand side, with Danaher and Morris up front, and on the bench we have Spice, Lund, Clee, Knight and Chikwana. Again, I don't think there's any changes from the previous game. Let's get into the game and see if we can actually secure our safety with this game, or do we need to go to the final game of the season and all to play for. And we're assertively going to say we're favourites for a reason. Go out there and make sure we have left in no doubt as to why. Just one thing to say, we did actually have a team meeting and it didn't go particularly well. So I'm hoping it won't have a detrimental effect. We can effectively avoid relegation with a win here, because I go out there and impress me. And I think it's got that same reaction as we had in the team meeting. So that's probably not done us particularly well. We have a tunnel interview. Southwell's been banging in goals National League North so far. Do you have plans to stop him? Guess we're about to find out. Isaac Marriott has pulled off all the strings in midfield lately. How important will he be here today? It's always good to have someone to rely on in midfield, so long may it continue. And that's that done. And all to play for. Let's see how we get on. Let's have a get creative. Didn't quite get the tackle in there. I think that's Ryan Hall, and Ryan Hall has actually got the ball this time, and he's now fast in attack. Not a good enough pass though for Danaher, I think it was. Hurst on the left hand wing. Hurst got caught in the tackle and must have had a penalty, and he's going to take the penalty. It's usually Michael Collins taking the penalty, but he's put it away, and we are 1 goal up. Alex Hurst, 12th goal of the season. 18 minutes gone, and that wasn't far away from the goalkeeper. I'm not sure why Michael Collins didn't take it, but all the same. Collins takes the corner though. Ball in, and Priestley just pops that over the top. Very close to a second there. And at half time we are 1 goal to the good, albeit from the penalty spot. And how are our counterparts doing? Kidderminster Harriers could win the title if they win against Kettering Town. Right, Spennymoor beating Alfreton Town, and Cursden Ashton are losing to Telford United, which means that at the moment we are literally safe with 1 game to go, 3 points. They can't catch us. Cursden Ashton are the team that we need to be watching, and at the moment it's job done. Let's do the team talk, half-time team talk. I'm far from pleased with what I'm just saw from this team. Ooh, this is going to be a difficult one. We're going to go with that because it could have been better, and we've got a thumbs up. Nobody has been booked, so we don't need to have the steady yourself talk. It's very finely poised, and we have a throw in. Mapufu to Hurst. Hurst turns, crosses the ball in for Collins. Danaher picks the ball up. He's running at the defence, straight at the goalkeeper. Could have done better there. Joshua Webb has been booked, and we'll tell him to ease off. Pufu makes the defensive header to Hurst. Hurst now, will he cut inside? Now he's been tackled by the defender, but he picks the ball back up, and I think that was Morris who just couldn't quite get the glance to put it in the back of the net. We have a corner here on the far side. Collins to take the corner. Ball in, and Billy Priestley again with his 7th goal of the season, most of them from exactly that ball in, and it's Bradford 2, Kings Lynn 2. Sorry, Bradford 2, Kings Lynn 0, and we're looking very, very safe at the moment. We are going to make some tactical changes though. Ryan Hall is very, very tired, and this might be the opportunity for Lewis Knight to have a run out on that wing. Who else? Anybody not having a good game? Everybody seems to be having a relatively good game apart from James Morris possibly, so Chakwana may come on in a little while. Joshua Webb is on 71. Might be the time to bring Mitchell London. For Joshua Webb. So there are 2 changes for now, and we'll see how we go. Kings Lynn have the attack at the moment. I think that was cut out by the defender. Morris running onto the ball here, and a ricochet off of the defender and also the goalkeeper. And we're currently, and that's a Zan Canoe, and I think that has finished the game off. We're going down to positive, and when we get a chance we'll praise the guys. He's been watching Billy Priestley and decided to have a go himself. We'll give a little bit of praise because I think we can safely say that is job done. We'll get to 85 minutes. We'll make our final change. Alex Hurst and as promised I think we'll take James Morris off, bring Chakawana on, and that's our final change. Collins with the free kick. Oh, off the crossbar, and I think he might have been offside because the ball did cross the line but was ruled out. Telford beating Curzon Ashton 2-1. I think we have managed to do it, and quite comprehensively in the end. I'm going to go passionately. A very nice victory. Well done. Happy with the result and the way that you played. So all we need now is that confirmation that we are safe. Certainly by my maths that is the case, and there we go. Bradford Park Avenue avoid relegation on a wet afternoon. We have actually managed to do it, and yep, there's confirmation of the 40 points from 41 games, Spenny Moore secure playoff, and Michael Collins I think had player of the match yet. And that, boys and girls, is it. That leaves us with the game against Hereford, which is a non-game now, really, in the respect of it doesn't actually mean anything from a relegation or whatever battle. So that does actually put us in there. How does the so we haven't done very well with the wages, but I'm hoping that they'll actually let me forgo that on the basis that we have actually avoided relegation. Currently clear of relegation, considering we look like relegation strugglers early in the season. The success is even more impressive. So fingers crossed, that is where we will be for next season, and we'll be back in our next episode, which let me just check, is on Friday. We will be back with a season ending review of how we got to survive, and also we'll be looking at forward to next season, and also the transfers for the coming transfer window. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, a big thumbs up, and if you've got any comments, put them down in the comments column, and also don't forget to subscribe so that you know when the next episodes are coming out, which are usually on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 4:15 now on YouTube, 4:15. So if you are looking out for those, then stay tuned, and also don't forget to subscribe to Twitter, and you'll get notified when they are live. Hope you've enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next episode on Friday.